Good evening. Plymouth Argyle versus Scunthorpe, originally scheduled for January the 2nd, but postponed in favour of Argyle's FA Cup tie with Derby County. It was a full house that day, not so many fans here tonight. The fans who have turned up tonight, braving the rain, will be starting to realise the sober realisation that Plymouth Argyle's season is on the line. 5 games without victory, 4 points off the playoffs, games starting to run out. Argyle fans know that defeat tonight could condemn them to another season in the 3rd division. If any men are going to defer such a thought, then perhaps they are strikers Mark Sale and Steve Quinnen. Argyle fans have been crying out for goals, Dwight Marshall has been crying out for a target man to run off, and someone to take off the pressure. A lot of pressure placed on the shoulders of Dwight Marshall recently. He'd have been delighted to see 2 new signings on transfer deadline day. And a word of thought for James Dungy, the young goalkeeper who spent the season playing for Bodmin Town in the Dewson South Western League. He plays tonight as cover for the injured John Sheffield, a victim of Chester's John Murphy's flying elbow. He takes his place in goal, one of 3 changes from the side who lost 3-2 at Chester on Saturday. Paul Watton's troubled by a groin injury, so John Ashton steps in. And no Chris Hargreaves, scorer of Argyle's 2nd goal at Chester. So to the fans' delight, no doubt, rising star Darren Bastow fills in at number 8. James Dungy in goal, 2 John Ashton, 3 Paul Gibbs, 4 Ronnie Morget, 5 Mick Heathcote, 6 Simon Collins, 7 Martin Barlow, 8 Darren Bastow, 9 Dwight Marshall, 10 Mark Sale and 11 Steve Quinnen. Adam Barrett, John Bez-Feverick and Glenn Crowe are the substitutes. Scunthorpe having a good season. Victory tonight will see them move up to 3rd in the table. Quite a task ahead then for Plymouth Argyle. A familiar face in the visitors' lineup will be Richard Logan. The 29-year-old spent 3 seasons at the home park before his move to Scunny in the summer. He takes his place in an unchanged lineup. Manager Brian Laws again picking John Eyre, transfer target for Plymouth in the summer. Eyre plays in a 3-man attack with John Cale and Jamie Forrester. Number 1 Tom Evans, 2 Tony Witter, 3 Andy Dawson, 4 Richard Logan, 5 Paul Harsley, 6 Chris Hope, 7 Justin Walker, 8 Jamie Forrester, 9 John Eyre, 10 John Gale and 11 Alex Calvo Garcia. And we'll have real fun pronouncing his name all this evening. The substitutes for Scunthorpe are Darren Stamp, Lee Marshall and Gary Ball. About to get this game underway is referee Mark Halsey. He's an ex-semi-pro goalkeeper from Welwyn Garden City. Edward Martin and Richard Mellin are the referee's assistants. David Wilshire is the 4th official. A bit of a huddle then for the Scunthorpe players ahead of this game. They know the importance of tonight's fixture. They can get into an automatic promotion spot if they win tonight. Big game for them, even bigger game for Plymouth. Their season could be over if they don't win this evening. Kevin Hodges described this game as a cup final, and who could disagree with him? Not the best turnout home park scene this season. Some fans in Plymouth perhaps need persuading that playoffs is a realistic target for Plymouth Argyle. And it's Scunthorpe attacking from right to left in the first half. We get this game underway. This is Gwynham. Home debut. Loan signing from Nottingham Forest. Dwight Marshall's 2nd spell at his club. And in his testimonial season, that's Martin Barlow. Gibbs. Number 6 is Collins. Early possession for Plymouth Argyle. "17 meetings in the past between Plymouth Argyle and Scunthorpe, 7 wins each, although Argyle boast 4 more goals than their visitors. And worrying early on for Plymouth Argyle, an injury. I think it's Gwinnen who's down. Steve Gwinnen, 23-year-old, has played for Argyle at home park before in a friendly at the beginning of the 97-98 season when Argyle beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0, but went back to Nottingham Forest in their reserves, had a loan spell at Halifax since, and now he's in a loan spell at Plymouth Argyle till the end of the season, but it's not looking too bright early on. Gwinnen limping off. Can't pretend I saw the challenge because I didn't, but he's now receiving treatment from Norman Medhurst. Argyle do have Glenn Crowe as cover. But it's not the ideal start for Plymouth Argyle. So it's Gwynn down, but a Scunthorpe free kick. Mick Heathcote didn't make best contact on that. Gibbs will probably prevent a corner, which he does. Kevin Hodges, one eye on Gwynn, who remains down on the ground, and one eye on the field of play. It's been raining all day. The wet surface will greet the players, but the rain has stopped as the game kicks off. This is Ayr. Could have been an Argyle player had Kevin Hodges got his way in the summer. There's Ayr's cross and a great header from Heathcote. Gale was coming in, and it needed the intervention of the Argyle skipper to prevent the first ever on goal. Gwynnon's back on the field as play as Scunthorpe take the first corner of the evening. It's played short. Cleared by Ashton. Second time it needs Heathcote's, and Bastow tries to be clever and play the ball down to the ground, only finds Calvo Garcia. Here's Ashton now. You had to feel sorry for Ashton on Saturday, playing in goal in place of the injured John Sheffield, and had a bit of a torrid time in his woolly jumper, quite a sight, in his more familiar position and favoured position of full-back this evening. This is Mark Sale, first touch for the second loan signing Kevin Hodges made last week from Colchester United. Gwynn back on his feet, plays the ball to Bastow, and Bastow in turn plays it to Ashton, courtesy of the dummy from Barlow. Ashton was in no man's land, really. Morget. Bastow, first time ball. Gwynn. Morget not quite aware what's going on, and Argyle lose possession. Ayr. Scunthorpe can break. This is Forrester. Out wide. There's the cross. And again, the intervention from the Argyle defenders. Ashton's header's not the best in the world. Number 3 is Dawson. There's Dawson's cross, and this will be easy for James Dungy. And James Dungy wastes no time. And perhaps wishes he had. Here's the captain, Hope. Hope's cross. Collins away. Hope knees it down, but it's dispossessed by Sale. Argyle have really lacked a target man in recent years. A bit reminiscent of Kevin Nugent, Mark Sale. James Dungy in goal for Plymouth. His first appearance in the league for over 2 years. He'll be hoping for better luck. His last league appearance was a 4-1 defeat against Gillingham. He has played 2 cup games since, in the FA Cup against Wickham and in the auto windscreens against Brentford. Here's Marshall. Marshall showed too much of the ball to Logan. And now it's Gibbs. Gibbs. Marshall just won that one. Gwynnon's got Morget to his right. Here is Morget. Gwynnon, surely the ball to Ashton is on. Ashton, perhaps needed a first-time cross. Instead, Ashton decides to take on his man, which is Dawson. And Dawson concedes the corner. I think Argyle would have preferred a first-time cross from John Ashton, but he won the corner, so he can't complain. Argyle scored from a Paul Gibbs corner against Chester. Chris Hargreaves getting on the end of a goalmouth scramble. Talking of goalmouth scramble, the referee just having a word with some of the players in the penalty area. A bit of pushing and jostling. That doesn't bode well. It's got a free kick written all over it, but referee for now allowing play to continue, and Gibbs will take Argyle's first corner of the evening. Will it produce a goal? Well, there was the goalmouth scramble that I predicted, but not the goal to boot. On his own, Jamie Forrester making a fantastic run is Harsley for the second time this evening. There's the crush. And James Dungy showing Argyle fans what they've been missing out on. It was the first opportunity of the game. Paul Harsley a run from midfield, and James Dungy diving to his left, producing a fine save. Morget, I felt that tackle. It was on Walker, but the referee allows play to continue. Morget protesting that he won the ball. I think he might be worried that the referee's going to have a word with him once ball goes out of play. But for now, Argyle in possession, and it's Gwynedd. Forrester has had a good feel to it early on this game. Forrester gets past Heathcote. Forrester shapes for goal, and again it's a save. But Forrester really should have done better. Tried to place it into the bottom corner. He had all the time in the world. That's two outstanding opportunities. Looking at Brian Laws in the dugout, he's saying, why didn't you shoot higher? It was a simple save for Dungey in the end. But that will give the Argyle number one plenty of confidence. May have been a bit nervous, his first league appearance in 2 years. Has only been playing for Bodmin this season, which no disrespect for them, but it's hardly Premiership football. John Ashton. He takes the throw in. Mark Sale, one of the tallest players in the Football League. He's got good feet on him as well. Bastow. Bastow gets in the cross. Darren Bastow attracting plenty of attention from Premiership scouts. Wimbledon, Leicester, Arsenal, QPR, all being tipped to sign this 17-year-old. Kevin Hodges received a bit of stick for leaving Bastow on the bench on Saturday. But Hodges quite rightly resting his young star. Plenty of games ahead of him, no doubt. This is Ronnie Morget. Look at the determination on the face of Forrester. He's not going to get to that one. Argyle lost 3-2 to Chester on Saturday. It's impossible to tell whether the injury to John Shepherd had anything to do with that result. Scunthorpe a 0-0 up at Rotherham. Both goalkeepers, including Scunny's Tom Evans, in fine form. This is Gwynedd. Morget shouts yes, he wants the ball, doesn't get it. Partly his own making. The pass was decent enough. Heathcote won that one. Bastow. Marshall. A couple of nice touches. Here's Morget. Bastow, that could be a nice ball if Sale can get on the end of it. But the captain Hope happy to clear the ball into the Mayflower Terrace. Argyle have made an encouraging start without really creating the chances. It's Scunthorpe with both of them so far. There's a long throw. Comes to nothing, and now Scunthorpe can break. And number 10, John Gale. Gale with two people against him. Wants the free kick, falls to the ground quite emphatically, but he was not going to get it. And now it's Bastow. Bastow got past Calvo Garcia, but not Forrester. Former England Youth International James Dungey. Plenty of potential. Had a lot of publicity when he made his Argyle debut as a 16-year-old. But it wasn't really his doing that he left the club, it was more of a lack of money. Bit of a clear out at home park. It's a shame that Dungey couldn't stay on at the club. Really committed professional. Kevin Hodges rung Dungey's mother apparently on Saturday night. And as soon as the mother picks up the phone, she knew what Kevin Hodges wanted. Bit of an emergency SOS call. Can your son play on Tuesday night? And the answer was, thankfully, yes. The intention was there. Darren Bastow's had a good start to this game. Picks out a couple of nice passes just ahead of Marshall, unfortunately. And we're going to see the trademark Richard Logan throw. Caused defences plenty of problems in his days at Argyle, and now Argyle are going to have to defend it. This is Harsley rather. First time ball from Witter. I'll give you the trademark completely useless fact about Tony Witter later on. Have a guess what it's going to be. It involves Argyle. Marshall loses that to Witter. And there's Evans. Oh, this is an excellent run being made by Walker. Walker into the penalty area, and luckily for Argyle, Heathcote was there to block the effort. The danger's not over. Whipped-in cross. An emphatic amount of pace on that cross. But unfortunately for Plymouth, the direction wasn't there. Looking around home park, it's not the biggest crowd it's seen this season, one of the lowest, rather predictable perhaps what with the weather and the time of season. And with Argyle's recent form, they really need a couple of wins to get their outside chance of making the playoffs back on course. They've still got what it takes, especially with a couple of new faces, not being helped by injuries. Barlow. Barlow eventually loses out. Was always a bit optimistic taking on so many people. And now Forrester. Dawson on the left-hand side. Easy for Heathcote to cut that one out. Shown far too much spot of the ball. And now it's Gwynnon. Well, it's 3 against 3. Walker trying to backtrack. There is Walker. It's a bad foul. Justin Walker desperately trying to make up the numbers for Scunthorpe. And the 23-year-old in the end hacked down Gwynnon. A good run by Gwynnon, it has to be said. And I think, rather unsurprisingly, we're going to see the first booking, and Walker can have no complaints. It was a bad challenge from behind. Desperate challenge from the Scunthorpe number 7. And a predictable yellow card. Well, we're a quarter of an hour into this game, and Argyle at least get a free kick from the situation in a dangerous position. Too often this season we've seen Argyle waste free kicks in this position. Are we about to see a change in fortune? The wall only just 10 yards, if that. It's going to be either Martin Barlow or Gibbs. Who's it going to be? It's Paul Gibbs, hits the wall. Ashton. Marshall loses his man superbly. There's the cross. Good intervention by Dawson. And all Argyle get is a throw-in. I think it's best to tell John Ashton just to get the ball into the penalty box a bit quicker. He's dwelling on the ball far too much. I'm sure if he could, he'd pass the ball to himself with this throw-in, but that's being a bit harsh, perhaps. Gwynnon. Barlow. Not the best cross in the world, and only just Walker deals with it. A lot better than he did with the run of Gwynnon. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. At least I don't call old Jean old Jean anymore. Well played Barlow, who gets the applause of Hodges. And it's drizzle rather than rain that sends opponent home park. Quarter of an hour into this game. Plymouth 0, Scunthorpe 0. And it's James Dungy who's been forced into making the saves early on. Argyle gain about 20 yards. Rather unfair that Argyle fans cheer the ball smacking an Argyle supporter in the face, but never mind. This is Gwynnon, right-hand side. Marshall and Sale in the penalty area. Needs a cross. The ball kept in play by Calvo Garcia. And even wins a goal kick. Well played for Spaniard. Scunny number 11. Hit 11 goals last season. And showing not only can he score goals, but he can come back and defend as well with some aplomb. Tom Evans in the Scunthorpe goal. Good to see him in action. He missed most of last season because of a knee injury he's suffered on his league debut of all times. But he's now back on a regular basis and putting in some good performances, especially on Saturday against Rotherham. Kept a clean sheet. Here's a chance, again blocked. Argyle defending. It's Basto with a block that time, and Scunthorpe get a throw in. It's going to be our Logan special. We've seen so many of these in the past. Almost as good as a corner. Mouget won that one. Referee's allowing play to continue. Marshall can't find Gibbs. Gibbs has to come back and get the ball himself. The ball goes out of play. Argyle haven't scored a goal at home park since the 23rd of February. Over a month ago. In fact, 5 weeks to be precise. And early signs are that Argyle need a goal just to get the crowd going. They're rather silent at the moment. Ashton. This looks promising. John Ashton going central. Mouget. Gwynnon's wide. Just manages to keep possession despite slipping. Ashton. Darren Basto. Sale. Barlow takes over. Barlow's cross, Mouget coming in, and the offside flag is up. But it's better from Plymouth. At least there were signs of a goal. Can't wait to hear the cheer when Argyle finally hit that back of the net. And apart from Dwight Marshall, who's scored 1 or 2 goals recently, no other Argyle player has scored at home park since beating Mansfield Town, apart from young Sweeney, who's not in the side. He scored against Chester Sweeney, but apart from him, no Argyle player and Marshall has scored at home park in recent weeks. It's quite a worrying trend, and hence why Argyle was so relieved to sign 2 strikers in Mark Sale and Steve Gwynnon. Sale lost out just, despite stretching for the ball. Air plays it to Dawson. Forrester's pass is disappointing. Pushing by Sale. Very confident by Heathcote. Marshall's got Sale and Gwynn in the penalty area. Leaves it to Gibbs. Marshall. This is exactly what Scunthorpe want. Argyle being forced back. Barlow might make the ball go forward a bit more now. Marshall plays it to Morget, and now Sale dispossessed. And the first groans of the evening descend upon home park. Bit of frustration setting in. And we're only halfway through the first half. Bit of theatrics there. Referee not impressed. The challenge by Bastow allowed to continue. Ashton's not a very good ball at all. And Barlow can't return the favour. One or two rash challenges setting in, and the referee just having a cheeky word. Just telling Morget in particular to calm down. And that last a bit of noise from the Lyndhurst end. Plymouth won 2-0 up at Scunthorpe earlier this season. Mick Heathcote and Jean getting the goals. Although Scunthorpe did win on their last visit to home park when they won 3-1. Back in January '96, it was Argyle's promotion season. And that game was a bit of a turning point in Argyle's season because Argyle's form picked up after that terrible defeat. It was a really cold Tuesday night, I remember. Argyle well and truly beaten, and Argyle's goal scorer that day, Richard Logan. Here is Logan trying to cut out Sale, but Sale finds Marshall. Marshall's got Gwynn to his right, and there's the first goal of his Plymouth Argyle career. Dwight Marshall did all the hard work, and when he found Steve Gwynn, well then it was going to be a simple task of tucking the ball into the net. Argyle take the lead. We've played 25 minutes. And Argyle's first real attempt on target, it's found the goal. And the last a bit of noise from the fans. Not only a bit of noise from the fans, but that's a goal to celebrate. This game far from over, you fear. Scunthorpe have been in a very good run of late, and the game far from over. Bit of a warning that for Plymouth. But once Marshall was free, then a goal was always on the cards. It just needed that ball to his left, to the keeper's right. Scunthorpe trying to reply in kind. And they win their second corner of the evening. It was Gale with causing the problems. One thing I must say, that Scunthorpe seem very eager to take their corners as quickly as possible. This is Ayre. Ayre's shot blocked by Gibbs. And now Barlow. Argyle will win a free kick. Tony Witter a bit over excited there, trying to win the ball. Because Barlow would have got away if Witter hadn't got there first. Sale. Martin Barlow. Wayward in the end, but Argyle now stepping up a gear. The goals really brought them to life. Foul there by Collins. Justin Walker will take the free kick. Plenty of bodies to aim at. Argyle perhaps thinking about an offside trap. They decide against it. And Sale an easy header away. Gwynham. Now Walker. Out wide, Gale. Gale. And a good, great handling, James Dungey. Well, Dungey, you wouldn't know he's not played a league game for over 2 years. He's been more than confident, holding on to everything that's been aimed at him early on. Ashton. Dungey didn't want the ball, but he's going to get it. And deals with the back pass well. Sale. Sale brought to the ground by Witter. Don't forget, what is it about Tony Witter that makes him part of Plymouth Argyle's history? Answer later on. Marshall. There's Gwynham. Gwynham can't keep possession, but plenty back for Plymouth Argyle. And plenty back for Scunthorpe. Morget. Gwynham. Gwynham's looked very lively. As well as Sale. It's a near throw-in. We'll see a long throw here from Ashton, trying to emulate Logan perhaps. There is the throw in, there's the flick on, and there's the goal, 2-0! It's Gwynham again, and the new partnership of Sale and Gwynham combine to give Argyle a commanding 2-0 lead. John Ashton's long throw in, Mark Sale using his height to full effect, flicking the ball on, and again it was a simple task for Gwynham, his second goal of the game. And Plymouth Argyle in uncharted territory. Quite a rare treat for them to be 2 goals up, especially considering their recent goal-scoring form, but it's their new signings, Sale and Gwynham, that have given them the commanding lead. Half an hour into the game, and it's Plymouth Argyle 2, Scunthorpe 0. Brian Law's on the dugout, staring at his defenders, furious that Gwynham was given the space to score a simple goal. The defending by Scunthorpe, not of the highest order, it must be said. They came here with a good reputation, especially in defence, but so far they've not really delivered. Here's Sale, Argyle hungry for more. God, you felt that from Morget, clipping the ankle of number 7 Walker, but again play continues. Heathcote's challenge. Harsley crashes to the ground. The referee, I think, more concerned with Morget's challenge than Heathcote's. Morget's not happy. But it's not the first challenge of that nature from Morget this evening. And I think that's why we're going to see Ronnie Morget put into the book. The referee pointing out to Morget that this is the first of many challenges that just aren't good enough. And there's the yellow card, Ronnie Morget. Quickly taken free kick. But the referee wasn't ready, and I think Argyle fans can complain all they like. I think the referee was always going to call play back. Argyle have got to keep their concentration. Argyle fans not happy. The Argyle players have to concentrate on their job. Swung in by Walker. Away by Ashton. Bastow. Back in Scunthorpe possession. Walker. Quickly taken throwing. Test now for Dwight Marshall and his pace. But Whittis defended well, in fairness. Dungey. Well, he's just showing the Argyle fans what they've been missing out on. Give me a contract, I think. Dawson will take the throw in. Marshall back defending of all people, and he wins a free kick. Ashton draws the ball towards the halfway line. Gwynham. Gibbs with a foul, but gets back on his feet, the Scunthorpe player. Heathcote away. Walker. Harsley. Now Marshall. Should have got rid of the ball. Instead, clumsily gives it to Dawson. Argyle survive. Throw in. Martin Barlow. Gwynham. Martin Barlow. And what a great ball from Barlow. Great vision. Now it's Gibbs. Needs the cross. Plays it short instead. Bastow fails to get the ball. Both players chicken out of that one. It's now Mulgey. Marshall now needs a cross. Plenty of opportunity for the number 9 to get one in. There is the cross, and it's disappointing. Gale. Heathcote's back pass. Dungey not taking any risks. Quite sensible. Ten minutes remaining of this first half. A very good first half for Plymouth Argyle. They lead by 2-0. There's the throw in by Logan. Heathcote's header away. And Barlow beats his former teammate to the ball. Ashton, brave header. Bastow. That's Paul Harsley. Made 2 great runs in the first 5 minutes. Didn't see much of him as an attacking force since, but he tries to get a shot in there, the 20-year-old rather. Been a Grimsby player since his release from Grimsby Town. But it wasn't a very good effort there by the Scunthorpe number 5. Offside flag is up. 2 players, Harsley and I think it was Gale off. And Argyle can relax. Mulgey. Martin Barlow. Oh, Ronnie Mulgey, the shot was on, This fellow number 4, Logan, got a great challenge in. Gibbs' cross. And under pressure from Mark Shale, Calvo Garcia concedes. Second corner of the evening for Plymouth Argyle. And Scunthorpe will start veering again. Argyle have scored already from one set piece. They scored from a set piece earlier this season up at Scunthorpe when Heathcote got a header in. Is it going to be a third time lucky for Argyle? It's Paul Gibbs' corner. Heathcote almost got in there. Barlow from the pass from Morget. Oh, Mark Sale almost got in there, but Witter got there first. Heathcote. Sale, a lovely cushion header. Gwynnon. He wants more. There's Martin Barlow. Came off his own player, Basto. Ronnie Morget. Great save, Tom Evans. Well, this is the football Argyle fans have been crying out for weeks now, and they're finally getting it. Ronnie Morget, with all the time in the world, drilled in a shot. Tom Evans did well to parry. Martin Barlow will take over the corner-taking routine. Easy header away from Hope. Barlow, second shot opportunity. It's another ball aimed towards the edge of the area. Sale. There's Sale. His shot blocked. The captain Hope doing the defending. This is Gibbs. Gwynnon. Well, there's the guy making an impression with the Argyle faithful. Morget. Ashton. Ashton, a good cross, first time as well, that's more like it. Barlow. Offside. Mark Sale. But just listen to the applause. Argyle fans happy. And Argyle back on that uncertain path towards the playoffs, for now at least. Football's such a strange game, amazing how just one first half can change your outlook for a season. But Argyle will fancy their chances now tonight, 2-0 up, and against Shrewsbury on Saturday, a game Argyle really should win. It'll be a tough one against Brentford on Monday. But if Argyle travel to Griffin Park with 2 wins behind them, then who knows? A bit premature though. Scunthorpe, renowned for their form this season. They're not fourth in the table for no reason at all. And Argyle will still have a major battle ahead if they're to win the points. So let's not get too premature. Five minutes on my watch. Forgot my stopwatch today, so I brought my alarm clock along, but it still tells me that's 5 minutes left. An interesting anecdote there. Let's never talk about that again. Heathcote. Tony Witter. Tony Witter's ball. Time to get that interesting facts out of the way. Told you about Witter early on. Why was he a part of Argyle's history? Well, he was a Queen's Park Rangers player when he came on loan to Home Park. Joined Argyle on loan in, I think it was 1991-92 season. Made his debut against Leicester City. And with his first ever touch, not just for Plymouth Argyle, but in league football, he scored. He played 2 more games and then left. Never heard of again, but couldn't have started any better, could he, old Tony Witter? And for that reason, scoring with his first ever touch in league football for Plymouth Argyle, he'll always be remembered. Dungey, he came out and did enough. Dungey's had a great first half, full of confidence, and why not? His team are 2-0 up. Scunthorpe would desperately like a goal before half-time. That will change the outlook of this tie completely. I say tie because it's more like a cup tie at the moment. The way it's being played, both teams attacking, 3 strikers each. And for now, Argyle having to defend. Hope, forward. Bit of pressure for Plymouth to endure in these late stages of the first half. Ashton showing plenty of strength. Does well. Marshall will hopefully finish the job for Plymouth, which he does. Morget. Argyle can't keep the ball in play, which is a shame. Heathcote, brilliant. Morget now. Gwynham. Not many options for Gwynham in fairness, that's why to win a throw-in. Argyle not wasting any time. Refreshing to see. Morget foul. I've just got my eyes on Mick Heathcote, wondering whether he's going to make a late burst into the penalty area. He's going to, you know. Plenty of options then for Plymouth. There's Gibbs. And Sale misses out. Well, one from the training ground, but the one from the training ground where it didn't quite come off. Tom Evans signed from Crystal Palace. In my reckoning, he's had 3 shots to deal with and he's let 2 of them in. James Dungey, on the other hand, has had 2 shots to deal with and he's saved them both very well indeed, especially the one I think it was from Harsley in the first half, where Scunthorpe really should have taken the lead. Scunthorpe didn't, though. Argyle did take their chances and they're 2-0 up. And it's why Argyle will get a good reception when they go off at half-time. Wonder how long Brian Laws will resist the temptation to bring on some substitutes. He's got Gary Bull. At number 14, he's also got Darren Stamp and Lee Marshall available to him. The one sub that did come on against Rotherham, Gareth Sheldon, doesn't make the squad this evening. Scunthorpe free kick. On the stroke of half time. Not been too many injuries. There was a very early injury to Gwynham. Thankfully he stayed on and Argyle were 2-0 up. But Scunthorpe now can get back in the game here. But Argyle again defend with comparative ease on that occasion. That won't please Brian Laws. And indeed there's a minute left now of stoppage time. And the game drifting into obscurity as the half-time whistle approaches us. Half-time, Plymouth 2, Scunthorpe 0. Both goals from Steve Gwynham. The first when he got on the end of a Dwight Marshall pass, completely unmarked. Simple task of tucking the ball past Tom Evans. Gwynham's second goal, long throw from Ashton, Mark Sale with a flick on, and a simple header. Bad Scunthorpe defending. Refreshing to see Argyle getting the goals. They lead by 2 goals to 0 at the half-time stage. High. Argyle 2, Scunthorpe 0. After 45 minutes. A rare commanding lead for Plymouth Argyle. They were 1-0 up at Chester on Saturday. Quite a second half. Argyle ended up losing 3-2. And here's Gwynnon. Well, for a moment it looked like Marshall was through. Bastow's been outstanding in midfield. Sales won plenty in the air. And Gibbs has got blonde bleached hair. Bit of a poem for you there. There is Gibbs. And there's Mark Sale. Can he score on his home debut? No. Not yet anyhow. He's got 45 minutes to do it. Tom Evans was on the pitch before the game, practicing his goal kicks, aiming for the same spot, getting his targeting right. Just past the halfway line, I think he's aiming for. No changes from Scunthorpe at half-time. And if they get a goal back here, they might be glad of that, but they only get a goal kick and another attack is thwarted. That's Witter. Side from Millwall. Only a handful of Scunthorpe fans have made the long journey down. They'll be very well behaved, braving the weather. Sales flick on, Dwight Marshall. He's forced wide by Hope. Gibbs, there's going to be the cross, drilled in low. Fails to find Morget. Walker. Plenty of space. Number 5 is Harsley. Brian Laws isn't a happy man. He's been ranting and raving early on at his Scunthorpe players. That's, I think, one of his major concerns is that the Scunthorpe players aren't pushing forward enough, the defenders, once the Argyle attack is over. Quite an inquest going on in the dugout there. Here's Ronnie Morget. Witter. Martin Barlow, an outstanding tackle and a brilliant ball. Dwight Marshall. Marshall has to check his run. Here's Barlow again. Got a testimonial against Fulham in the summer to look forward to. Wonder if Kevin Keegan will be in charge then. Only time will tell. Marshall. Bastow. Heathcote tidies up at the back. And Dungey, an assured performance from the youngster today. You'd think he'd been in, wouldn't know he's been out of the game for 2 years, would you? Been outstanding. Sale. Number 10, John Gale. Plenty of space for Witter. Argyle fans want a bit more urgency from the Argyle defence. Mustn't get too complacent at 2-0 up. Brilliant cross. Heathcote, brilliant defending. Running in there was Harsley. And Heathcote, don't know much about that. Argyle, though, will be forced to defend yet again. And Heathcote again. Very clumsy defending from the Pilgrims. Again blocked. Drilled in low. Number 11. Alex Calvo Garcia with a chance that he never should have had. Kevin Hodges quite rightly furious. Clumsy defending from the Plymouth defence. And they didn't deserve what they got in the end, being let off the hook so easily. Marshall. Or Dwight Marshall. You can either be positive or negative about the Argyle number 9. If you're positive, you say he's scored 7 goals in his last 12 appearances. If you're negative, you could say he's scored only 1 goal in his last 5 appearances. His goal at Chester is first in 5, but he is Argyle's top goal scorer. And 7 in 12 isn't a bad return. And the number 9, who's in his second spell with the club. Arsley, offside. Still a bit of goalkeeping practice for James Dungey. He won't complain. Bodmin Town have got themselves a good acquisition, I say. Moving down to Cornwall over the last 12 months, I've seen a lot of juice in South Western League action. There's a lot of talent down there, a lot of experience. Players like Gary Bannister plying their trade in that league. James Dungey in good company. Martin Gritton plays for Port Vleven. He's made a few appearances for Plymouth this season. My hometown club this season have been Plymouth Town, just down the road from me. Dave Ball's men. Good luck for the rest of the season, lads. This game was a rearranged fixture, and don't mention that to Falmouth Town. They've had plenty of postponements this season. And now I'm going completely off the track. This is the 3rd division fixture, which Plymouth Argyle are leading Scunthorpe United by 2 goals to 0. Two Argyle players competing for the same ball, and neither of them can win it. Hodges and McCule. I'm wondering what the hell's going on. There's just Walker. Booked in the first half along with Ronnie Morget. Argyle get a throw-in. Sale, what a great turn. Gets past Dawson. Sale, and the offside flag is up against Dwight Marshall. Mark Sale, though, outstanding play. At 6'5", he looks a rather clumsy character. But not only has he won plenty of aerial challenges, he's done quite a lot of good work down on the ground as well. Football fans in the Southwest will know of Mark Sale because of his days at Torquay. Again, 2 players go for the same ball. There's the pass, the offside flag is up against Marshall, and that is so close. And I think, without sounding too controversial, that the referee's assistant made the wrong decision there. Marshall looked onside from where I was sitting. Hodges and McCall certainly agree with me. That was so close. 3-0, the game's over. At 2-0, Scunthorpe still have a chance. Ten minutes into the second half, and this time the Argyle will be pleased that the offside flag has been raised. Argyle went into this game with 9 wins at home part of the season, with 4 defeats. Scunthorpe's away record has been fairly consistent. They've won 6 and lost 8 away from home. The way things are going, that's going to be 9 defeats come 9:30. Gibbs. Barlow. Free kick against Gwynham. Foul there on Paul Harsley. Mark Lillis on the dugout helping out his team. That's Witcher's free kick. Ashton's clearance. Bastow to Marshall. This is young Jamie Forrester. Harsley. Still Harsley. This has got a goal written all over it. But Paul Harsley's finishing sums it all up. Terrible, terrible effort. That's just such good approach work as well. It's an Argyle throw-in. Marshall. There's Ashton's cross. Very poor. Mark Sale against Richard Logan. Sale beats the former Argyle man to the ball, showing plenty of strength and a bit of skill to find Gwynnon going for the hat-trick. Marshall! Another simple goal for Dwight Marshall. Kevin Hodges delighted. It's Marshall's 8th goal in 13 appearances. And Argyle's trio of strikers all combined to surely give Argyle the points now. Mark Sale beat Richard Logan to the ball, played the ball to Gwynnon. Gwynnon going for the hat-trick. A low shot which Evans could only parry, and Dwight Marshall doing what a striker does best, in the right place at the right time. A simple goal, but he had to be there nevertheless. Argyle now lead by 3-0, and Argyle are literally laughing. That's the signal now for a change, surely. Scunthorpe getting their substitute stripped off. Well, Marshall, Sale and Gwynnon have all been on fire this evening, as have the majority of the Argyle players. This is turning into a bit of a rout. That goal coming about a quarter of an hour into the second half. Still over half an hour left. Morget. Sale. That particular move didn't come off. And Argyle fans jubilant. Probably deserved this, the Argyle fans. They put up with plenty of dour 0-0 of late. Sale and Gwynnon have made all the difference. A real injection of fresh blood that Argyle really simply had to get. And they've got it, and now suddenly the playoffs back on the cards. This is Eyre. Poor old John Eyre, who was substituted on Saturday. What are the odds of that happening again this evening? 12 goals last season, hasn't really looked like adding to that tally this evening. Sale again beats Logan. Logan's had a torrid time. Forrester. That's a great cross. Heathcote again there first. Scunthorpe need more numbers in the area, if you're being blunt. That'd be a goal kick, thank you very much. Well, the strikers will make all the headlines, but what about James Dungey? Those 2 saves he made early on in the first half made all the difference. Could have made a real difference had they gone in. And there's talk that John Sheffield may return to the side on Saturday. But with form like this, it's not too much of a bad thing if he doesn't. Dungey's a more than able replacement at the moment. Gwynnon. Darren Bastow. That's a free kick. Bit of a hospital ball played to Bastow. It's always going to be tough to win that one, I'm afraid. Well, Scunthorpe, this is a chance, but Mick Heathcote's been outstanding, like a rock in defence. Stopped everything that's been thrown at him, and again, prevents the Scunthorpe attack. And all the visitors get is a corner. 3-3 on the corner count. Now the rain really lashing down, just like the goals. Barlow, first time ball. Dwight Marshall, hungry for his second goal of the game. Witter. Well, somehow, luck on his side, gets away with that one. Good defending, in fairness. Scunthorpe number 2. The ball will stay in play for John Gale. Now Collins. Again, the long ball searching for Marshall. This time it was Hope defending. No offside flag. This is there. Well, Argyle again looking dangerous on the break. This is Ronnie Morget. Should have done better, Morget. Simon Collins. And now Scunthorpe going for broke, making a double substitution. Darren Stamp. He's coming onto the field of play. No Gary Bullen, surprisingly. Lee Marshall does come on. And Justin Walker. Booked in the first half, he comes off, as does John Gale, who's done very little up front, the former Wimbledon man. And Darren Stamp, a year since his first goal against Cambridge, he'll come on. As will Lee Marshall. Lee Marshall, the number 13 for Scunthorpe. Marshall joined the club from Eastwood, in case you're wondering. Morget. Morget's cross, Mark Sale, he deserves a goal. He's given Logan a torrid time. Been involved with 2 of the 3 goals. And if anyone deserves a goal now, it's the number 10 Mark Sale. And poor old Richard Logan, an unhappy return to home park for the former favourite. Never the most talented player Argyle ever saw, but the effort and commitment he put in made sure that the Argyle fans took to him. Since Logan switched to central defence in the new year, Scunthorpe have won 8 and drawn 1 of their last 11 matches. Well, that record's going to get a little dent in it this evening. And some. Collins. Well, Simon Collins was doubtful before tonight's game. Twisted his ankle on Saturday against Chester, but you wouldn't know that tonight. He's been fined for. This is Gibbs, who's waiting for Sale to get back on his feet. He was just doing up his laces. And there is the ball towards Sale. Sale loses that to 2 men. This is Ashton. Marshall. That was Hope who concedes another corner. 4th for Plymouth Argyle. Argyle confident enough to let Mick Heathcote push forward. Can Argyle get a 4th? It's a good corner. There was Heathcote. Hope just got there first. Maybe another corner. Played short. That's Barlow. First to pick out a green shirt, Bastow. Bastow blocked by Logan. Ashton loses out. Here's a substitute Marshall with his first touch. And again. Look at Argyle, they're scrapping for everything, even though they're 3-0 up. Martin Barlow's had a great game in midfield. It's quite a challenge to find a player who's not had a good game in a green shirt. Marshall, picked out by Witter. Forrester. Always looks like he's the most determined character in the world, puffing his cheeks like he does. Steve Gwynnon on for a hat-trick. Been quite strange, if refreshing, to see 2 sides play with a 4-3-3 formation this evening. And Argyle's still sticking with that formation, even though they're 3-0 up. It's brought on a real attacking game. Plenty of chances. Chances which Argyle have taken and Scunthorpe haven't. Marshall running into the penalty area. Away by Ashton. Morget. Barlow with Gwynn into his left. Even 2 goals heroes can get groaned at if they make a mistake. Dungy's mistake. But typically John Ayres' luck isn't in. Well, Dungey get a better goal kick? Not really. It's not dealt with the last two back passes very well at all. Marring a good performance. Heathcote. Surging forward. Heathcote, even he's having a go. Gwynnon. Everyone's having a piece of the party right now. Gwynnon. Round one. This will be a great goal! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! Steve Gwynnon wins a place in the Argyle fans' hearts with a hat-trick on his home debut. It's his day on what's been a fantastic team performance. An individual effort from Steve Gwynnon, the loan signing from Nottingham Forest, and Plymouth Argyle now lead Scunthorpe by 4 goals to 0. How ironic that a team that have failed to find goals in the last few games have now hit 4. Hodges, a rare smile from him. He's delighted. And Scunthorpe United, 4th in the table, in such fine form of late, are 4-0 down against a reformed Plymouth Argyle. Mauger. Well, Argyle fans getting greedy now. They want 5. Still a quarter of an hour for that to happen. I think Argyle might take this chance now the game's wrapped up to give perhaps Adam Barrett a chance. Who do you take off though? Argyle playing so well. I think the 11 who are on the pitch will want to stay on. McCall and Hodges in discussion. Well, that was close. Mark Sale, I'm sure, got on the end of that one last. May have been a debut goal to forget, an own goal. It went wide, Argyle survived. And if ever there's a long journey from Plymouth to Scunthorpe, then this is the night to make it. For those poor Scunthorpe fans behind the goal. I'm sure they're going to make the playoffs. They're too good a side not to, really. This is air. Sent crashing to the ground by Heathcote, and Heathcote, Argyle better be careful. The game's won. And to get needless bookings and suspensions when you're 4-0 up, such a waste. And perhaps Hodges, if he is to bring anyone off, is just to bring people off on the brink of suspension. It's not been a dirty game, played in very good spirits. Heathcote perhaps a little unfortunate to get booked. I think the referee pointing out that it's not his first challenge of the evening. But a chance now, everyone back for Plymouth. And I mean everyone. That's the free kick. Comes off Mark Sale. Appeared to come off his hand, I must admit. Mauger. Dwight Marshall's making an outstanding run. Instead, it's John Ashton on the right-hand side. Needs an early cross. Oh, Ashton, he should have crossed it. Two forwards in a great position, and Ashton divered and got all he deserved, if I'm fair. Basto. Oh, Basto, that's brilliant. Mark Sale takes a deflection! And that's Mark Sale's goal, and that's the goal that he deserves. And it's party time at Home Park. Everything's going right for Plymouth Argyle. And Mark Sale, on his home debut, gets a brilliant goal with the help of the deflection. And listen to this, I've not said this too often, it's Argyle 5, Scunthorpe 0. Simon Collins will come off, and Adam Barrett will be given a home debut. And in fact, his first ever appearance in a Plymouth Argyle shirt. Big moment for him. He'll take his place in defence. Well, it had to happen, didn't it? I mean, Argyle have gone so long without a goal at home park. And in league football in general, they went over 400 minutes without a goal before the game against Chester on Saturday. But now they're taking their frustration out on Scunthorpe. And this is just the result Hodges needed at the right time of the season. They were running out of games to score. Let's just hold on a minute. Brilliant defending. There's Barrett. Ashton was the block, I must say. Great defending by him. I've criticised him for his trotting, but his defending's been of the first class this evening. And Scunthorpe are in danger of losing it completely. Over 10 minutes to go. Argyle fans want 6. Well, they wanted 5, they got that. Well, they get the wish of getting a 6th now. Barlow. Bastow in some space. There's the 1-2. Mark Sale. There's the lob. Oh! Took a deflection. But you don't want this game to end now for Plymouth Argyle. Having the time of their lives. Plymouth haven't scored 5 goals at home park since trouncing Fulham in the FA Cup 3 years ago. Can they get a 6th? That's Morget, just too wide. Argyle's biggest scoreline of the season by far. They've not even scored 4 goals before this evening. Gibbs stays down. Not a single look of remorse on the face of John Eyre. And Gibbs, to be polite, is clenching his buttock. Little smile from the face of Gibbs. I think he knows it's not too serious. All the fans turning up this evening. Not in their numbers, it must be said. Must have been wondering what to expect, but they've been more than rewarded for their loyalty. And Gibbs will come off. Chance for John Best-Beverick to get another game under his belt. His 16th league appearance of the season, Best-Beverick. Martin Barlow. Well, Argyle look invincible at the moment. Everything's going their way. The back pass by Stamp. Logan. Evans survives. James Dungey, a special mention to him. A dream return to home park. Just over 5 minutes left by my watch. That's a brilliant strike. Straight at James Dungey. Caught it nice and sweetly, Lee Marshall. But nothing's going to get past Dungey tonight. Ashton. Bastow. Great return to the side for him after being rested. Not dropped, but rested on Saturday. The scouts will like what they've seen. Bastow again, he's such a natural footballer, isn't he? Brilliant performance. Gwynham. Look at that, a lovely, lovely pass to Sale. Morget. Ashton, are we going to see a cross? Indeed we are, and it's not bad either. Morget. The Olays come out, Bess Reverick. Bess Reverick, look at the determination there, brilliant. Martin Barlow, players queuing up for the ball in the penalty area. One of them's Marshall. Martin Barlow, it's another chance for Mark Sale, and he's missed it. Well, Hodges can afford a smile in the dugout, but Mark Sale knows he should have made it 6. Lovely football from Barlow and Marshall to set up the chance. And Argyle, well, nitpicking. Can he criticise the team that are 6-0 up? And now 1 or 2 clowns in the Devonport end. It's a shame really, because I'm sure Steve Gwynham will want that ball, with it being his hat-trick ball. Here's John Ashton. Well, 1 or 2 Argyle fans in the Devonport end getting a bit angry. And if there are any fans at all, they'll give the ball back because that belongs to Steve Gwynham. Thankfully, it's ended up in the hands of a steward. Barlow. Bastow. Forrester is the number 8 for Taxi. There's a number 8 for Scunthorpe. This is Bastow, of course. So sorry. I think the referee's going to give a drop ball there. Dawson's not a happy bunny. Throws the ball down in disgust. Now the referee's assistant is flagging for something. going to be a substitution. I thought it was something more serious than that. Gary Ball's coming on. Only a token gesture by Brian Laws. And Alex Carle Garcia, the Spaniard's coming off.
Gary Ball or Alex Carle Garcia.
Basically, just a couple of minutes left for him to impress. It's been a disastrous day for Scunthorpe. Brian Laws will be hoping this is just a minor blimp. Sometimes this happens to promotion-chasing teams. They have one disastrous result. I remember in Argyle's promotion season, they lost 4-0 to Fulham with about a month remaining. Hopefully for Scunthorpe it's the same. And like I said earlier, I'm sure the playoffs are an almost certainty for them. In fact, promotion is automatic. Is more than capable for Scunthorpe as well. But this is Argyle's day, isn't it? They're 5-0 up. It's been a rather flat last 5 minutes, which is a bit disappointing. But you just want the party to continue. That's Ashton's cross. That's easy for Tom Evans. The referee, Mark Colsley, certainly chooses matches to officiate at Home Park. Last season he officiated in the league game against Walsall, which Argyle won. A bit of a party game that day. That was his last appearance, and he's now 5-0 up, of course. Glenn Crowe's coming on. And a deserved standing ovation for Steve Bwinan. Hodges probably bringing Bwinan off so he can get the ovation that he deserves. Pretty outstanding debut. I'm trying to think of past debuts which have caused such a stir. Of course, he made his debut against Chester, of course, but it was his home debut, of course, tonight. Think of Calvin Plymouth against Stoke. That was a pretty great game. Paul Robinson's debut when he scored 2 against Millwall. Now can Glenn Crowe join in the fun and get a goal himself? He's yet to score a goal for Plymouth Argyle. Barlow. What can Scunthorpe have the last say? It's Harsley. Bastow, who else defending? 3 forward for Argyle. This is Sale, one of those 3. Morget. The ball to Crowe was surely on, instead it's Marshall. Only Crowe in the area, Sale joining him. Now we're going to see a long-range effort from Morget, we are, but it wasn't that spectacular, I'm afraid. Morget, better be careful, he's already been booked. This is Barrett. Memorable debut for him. Referee looking at his watch. We're into stoppage time. A minute to be added on, according to the referee's assistant. For a minute, Dungey looked stranded, but Stapp couldn't find a teammate. This is Ronnie Morget. Morget with 3 to his left, 1 to his right. 1 to his right is Ashton. Ashton's cross, there's Glenn Crowe, beaten to the air, in the air by Witter. Throw into Scunthorpe. nothing else. Plymouth Argyle back on course for the playoffs with an emphatic 5-0 victory over Scunthorpe. Scunthorpe had a couple of early chances, credit to James Dungey for keeping them out. But from then on it was Plymouth Argyle who did all the talking. Steve Gwynnon scored 2 first half goals. The first a simple strike past the keeper, a second a head on from a Mark Sale flick on. In the second half, Dwight Marshall, another simple goal for him. Steve Gwynnon with the best goal of the night, twisting and turning past defenders before hitting a great shot past the keeper. And then Mark Sale rounded off the night with a fantastic strike which was deflected into the net. At last Argyle are back on the goal trail. A lot of respect to beat a team of Scunthorpe standard by 5-0, and they deserve all the applause they get. Here at Home Park, a great night for Plymouth Argyle, who've beaten Scunthorpe United by 5-0. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Richard Hoskin.